Gentlemen, in behalf of the members of the Committee on Public Works, I now call this meeting to order. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of my colleague, Senator Nancy Binay. Madam, thank you very much for being here. Now, may quorum na so we can proceed with our hearing. Baka you want to give an opening statement or anything?
Hindi na
Okay.
po, Chairman. We can proceed. I'm sure may mga session pa yung mga kasamahan natin
Yeah,
from
okay.
the House of Representatives.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, I now declare the presence of a quorum. No, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our colleagues from the House of Representatives, headed by the chairperson of the Committee on Public Works, Chairman Momo, kasama ang aking anak na si Vice Chair Kong Jolo. At sa lahat ng mga congressmen na nagsidalo ngayong hapon. Actually, hindi nyo na kailangan aksayin pa oras nyo ngayon at approve without thinking. we just have to go through the process. No? We have two topics, no? Two major topics for today's hearing. First is the deliberation on bills regarding rainwater harvesting. And second is the consideration of local bills for districts engineering offices or DEOs. Rainwater harvesting has particularly gained attention in recent years as it puts to beneficial use water we collect from rains. Sa halip na mapunta lamang sa wala ang tubig ulan, matututunan natin gamitin ito upang mapakinabangan. Maaring ang sa tulong nito, ang baha mula sa tubig ulan na itinuturing nating lason ay maging lunas. So we have all been feeling the effects of climate change. In fact, the effects have become more pronounced in the last few years, which prompted many to comment that what we are up against is already climate change, climate crisis. Hindi na lamang teorya ang climate change, no? Damang-dama na ang epekto nito na kung hindi natin kukomprontahin ay maaaring maging peligro at mitsa ng buhay. In the latest edition of the United Nations World Water Development Report, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, and UN Water warned of the imminent risk of global water crisis. They predict that the global urban population facing water scarcity is projected to double from 930 million people in 2016 to 1.7 up to 2.4 billion people in 2050. Sabi nga ng mga siyentipiko, ang susunod na krisis ay ang kakulangan sa tubig. Time is not on our side. And the growing incidence of extreme and prolonged drought demands that we find innovative opportunities that will be our tool in this era where climate change lies at the very heart of what the future holds for all of us. And rainwater harvesting is one such innovative opportunity that we can utilize to our advantage. Ang rainwater harvesting ay hindi bagong konsepto. Its roots date back to ancient Romans who used their villa courtyards to collect rainwater that was then stored in large underground reservoir. Dito naman sa Asia, sinasabi nung 9th century pa lang, ay may mga rainwater harvesting systems na ginagamit ng mga sinaunang tao. Maybe we can ask Congressman Momo on this. Just joke lang. Hindi, kasabayan ng tatay ko yan eh. Joke. Hindi, joke lang. Well, here in the Philippines, we have 34-year-old law, Republic Act number 6716, enacted in 1989, which mandated the Department of Public Works and Highways to undertake construction of rainwater collectors in all barangays in the Philippines. 3 decades later, we cannot help but ask, have we achieved the goals of the law? Rainwater harvesting has a big potential of hitting two birds with one stone. It will not only help address looming water shortage, especially in times of drought. It will likewise aid us in solving our decades-old problem in flooding when the rainy season comes. No less than the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, as early as 2009, considered the rainwater harvesting is a lifeline for human being welfare. Sabi nga nila, kapag may problema, ay tumingala na lang tayo sa langit. And that is exactly what rainwater harvesting will do. As it falls, we will look up and catch the rain. Kumbaga, yun na yung grasya. For one, I truly am very supportive of this intent of this proposals. I have been filing bills to this purpose since 18th Congress. I truly hope that we will find ways for the full implementation of this very noble objective, together with our senators who filed similar measures, Senator Villar, Senator Binay, Estrada, Senator Tulfo, and with a resolution filed by the Senate Pro Tempore, Senator Legarda. You have our commitment that we will be pushing for this meaningful legislation. And meanwhile, we all know, kaya nandirito ang ating mga makikisig na congressman, the importance of establishing district engineering offices, DOs in different localities. Inihahatid natin lamang ang serbisyo sa ating mga kababayan. Mas malapit, mas mabilis, mas mura na din. Sa pamamagitan ng panukalang ito, itutulay natin ang estado ng ating mga mamamayan. We bridge the gaps and empower our localities to determine the blueprint for their infrastructure roadmap based on their unique needs and capabilities. Kumbaga, diretso na sa mga lokalidad dahil mas alam nila ang kanilang mga pangangailangan at kung paano ito ganap at mas epektibong matutugunan. With all this, I hope that we will have a very fruitful discussion this afternoon. Ayan, ma'am, no opening statements? Okay, so thank you. So let's now proceed to our hearing proper. Okay, may I ask the Secretary Gina De Lomes to acknowledge the resource persons present today? Gina?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and Senator Binay, and good afternoon, everyone. The Committee on Public Works recognizes the presence of the following resource persons. From the Department of Public Works and Highways, Director of Planning Service, Director Alex Bote, together with the Chief Statistics Division for Planning Service, Engineer Edwin Fortes, Ms. Rosemary Del Rosario, the Chief Environmental and Social Safeguards Division of the Planning Service, and the Engineer 2 of the Road Conversion and Statistics Section, Ms. Aisilin Castro. From the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Mr. Raymond Tadeos Ancog, the Senior Science Research Specialist, Mine and Geoscience Bureau, together with Ms. Camille Denise Yao, the Technical Assistant, Manila Bay Coordinating Office, and Ms. Camille Victoria Ordabesa. From the Department of Science and Technology, Executive Assistant of Undersecretary Sancho Maborang, the Undersecretary for Regional Operations, Mr. Ed Fugoso. Also, we have the honor to have the attendance of our House counterpart, Chairperson Honorable Romeo S. Momo, Senior, House Committee on Public Works and Highways, together with his staff, Attorney Vladimir Pelaez, Ms. Jocelyn Fajardo, Mr. Roberto Padilla, and Mr. J. Nate, and with the Vice Chair also of the House Committee on Public Works and Highways, Honorable Jolo Revilla. Good afternoon, sir. Together with the staff, Mr. Andrian Mark Nang, Mr. Francis Anthony Torres, Mr. Frank Alita, Mr. Mark Joseph Mupas. We have the presence of Honorable Mario Vittorio Marvi Mariño. Also, the authors of House Bill number 7539, Honorable Maria Angela S. Garcia, together with Attorney Faiba Reyes, the District Engineer Delmer de la Peña, and Mr. Edwin Pascual. Honorable Alan Aldo Dujali, the District Representative of Davao del Norte, 2nd District of Davao Province, the author of House Bill number 7553. Together with General Ricardo Nepomuceno, his Chief of Staff, and Ms. Lovely Jane Omega and Mr. Gabriel Aglipay. We have the presence of Honorable Arnie Lavin Roque, the District Representative of Bukidnon, 4th District, the author of House Bill number 7645, together with Attorney Dan Rex Joseph Tap Dasan and Mr. Patrick Daraman. We have Honorable Loreto Acharon, the District Representative of the Lone District of General Santos City. We have Honorable Rap Recto is represented by his Chief of Staff Attorney Aristotel Liwag, the author of House Bill number 7648. Honorable Lawrence Defensor, the 3rd District Representative of Iloilo Province, the author of House Bill number 7769. And Honorable Vincent Garcia, the 2nd District Representative of Davao City and author of House Bill number 8133. Those are all, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gina. Uh, Did you state for the record, the bills to be considered for today's hearing? Just put it on the record.
The agenda po, sir? Yes, sir. For the record, we have 2 items in our agenda today. The establishment and creation of rainwater harvesting facility and the creation, establishment of District Engineering Office. For the item District Engineering Office, we have the following legislative bills. House Bill number 907, entitled An Act Creating a District Engineering Office in the 5th Legislative District of the Province of Batangas and appropriating funds therefore, authored by Representatives Mariño, Momo, Co, Luistro, and Tambunting. Taking into consideration Senate Bill number 2160, authored by Your Honor, Senator Bong Revilla, entitled An Act Creating a District Engineering Office in the 5th Legislative District of the Province of Batangas and appropriating funds therefore. Also, we have the Senate Bill number 2274, authored by Senator Francis Tolentino, entitled An Act Creating a District Engineering Office in the 5th Legislative District of the Province of Batangas and appropriating funds therefore. We have House Bill number 1147, entitled An Act Creating a District Engineering Office in the 6th Legislative District of the Province of Isabela and appropriating funds therefore, authored by Representatives D, Momo, Co, and Tambunting. Next, we have the House Bill number 7539, entitled An Act Creating a District Engineering Office in the 3rd Legislative District of the Province of Bataan and appropriating funds therefore, by Representatives Garcia, Momo, Co, and Tambunting. House Bill number 7553, entitled An Act Creating a District Engineering Office in the 2nd Legislative District of the Province of Davao del Norte and appropriating funds therefore, by Representatives Dujali, Momo, and Co. We have House Bill number 7645, an act creating a district engineering office in the 4th Legislative District of the Province of Bukidnon and appropriating funds therefore, by Representatives Roque, Momo, and Co. House Bill number 7647, an act creating a district engineering office in the lone legislative district of the city of General Santos and appropriating funds therefore, by Representatives Acharon, Momo, Co, and Tambunting. House Bill number 7648, entitled An Act Creating a District Engineering Office in the 6th Legislative District of the Province of Batangas and appropriating funds therefore, by Representatives Recto, Momo, and Co. House Bill number 7768, an act creating a district engineering office in the 3rd Legislative District of the Province of Bulacan and appropriating funds therefore, by Representatives Silverio, Momo, and Co. We have House Bill number 7769, an act creating a district engineering office in the 3rd Legislative District of the Province of Iloilo and appropriating funds therefore, by Representatives Defensor, Momo, and Co. House Bill number 770, an act creating a district engineering office in the 2nd Legislative District of the Province of Aklan and appropriating funds therefore, by Representatives Haresco, Momo, and Co. House Bill number 7933, an act creating a district engineering office in the city of Antipolo, Province of Rizal, and appropriating funds therefore, by Representatives Acop, Momo, and Co. House Bill number 7934, an act creating a district engineering office in the lone legislative district of the city of Lapu-Lapu and appropriating funds therefore, by Representatives Chan, Momo, and Co. House Bill number 8133, an act creating a district engineering office in the 2nd Legislative District of Davao City and appropriating funds therefore, by Representatives Garcia, Momo, and Co. And under item rainwater harvesting facility measure, we have the Senate Bill number 128, authored by Senator Cynthia Villar, entitled An Act Requiring New Commercial, Institutional, and Residential Infrastructure Projects in Metro Manila and major cities in the Philippines to install rainwater harvesting or retention facilities, providing penalties for violations and for other purposes. Senate Bill number 342 by Senator Maria Lourdes Nancy Binay, entitled An Act Institutionalizing Rainwater Harvesting System in Metro Manila and major cities in the Philippines and for other purposes. Senate Bill number 454, entitled An Act Mandating the Establishment, Management, Maintenance, and Regulation of a Rainwater Harvesting Facility in all new institutional, commercial, industrial, and residential development projects in Metro Manila by Senator Jinggoy Ejercito Estrada. We also have Senate Bill number 545, an act creating a rainwater harvesting facility for the management, maintenance, regulation, and utilization of rainwater runoff and improvement of ecological characteristics of catchments with the end in view of addressing flooding and water shortage in urban and rural centers by Senator Grace Poe. Senate Bill number 990, entitled An Act Mandating the Establishment, Management, Maintenance, and Regulation of a Rainwater Harvesting Facility in all new institutional, commercial, industrial, and residential development projects in Metro Manila, authored by Your Honor, Senator Ramon Bong Revilla Jr. Also, we have Senate Bill number 1687 entitled An Act Instituting Strategies to Address and Mitigate the Damage Caused by Weather Aberrations and Natural Disasters where excessive rainwater cause massive flooding that destroy property, lives, and infrastructure, but utilizing the same to remedy problems due to lack of it to lessen the impact of droughts, typhoons, and earthquakes, strengthening the ability of government to reduce and control disaster attributable to rainwater and for other purposes by Senator Rafi T. Tulfo. Also, we have the proposed Senate Resolution number 568, authored by Senator Lauren B. Legarda, entitled Resolution Urging the Appropriate Senate Committee to Conduct an Inquiry in Aid of Legislation into the implementation of the Rainwater Collector and the Springs Development Act. Those are all, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Comsec. Let us now proceed to our first major item of our agenda. Baliktarin na muna natin dahil malakas sa akin itong mga kongresista nandito ngayon. Okay, the deliberation of local bills on district engineering offices. Before we hear the resource persons, allow us first to lay a few ground rules, no? In the interest of time, ilang minuto, ilang oras na lang tayo, isang oras kalahati siguro. Allow us to first lay out, no? Kindly limit your presentation statements to just 3 minutes. No, we will hear from the respective proponents first. Then the DPWH will state their respective evaluation of the proposals. Let's start. Tanungin na muna natin ng DPWH. Magkano po ba ang budget na kakailanganin natin sa pagtatayo ng bagong district engineering office? At magkano ang maintaining cost niyan? Kung halimbawa, isipin natin na in kada isang engineering district para pag tinanong sa akin ng minority floor leader, alam lang natin yung sagot yan. Go ahead. Engineer, state your name, please.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chairman, and the rest of the members of the Congress. For a third-class district engineering office sa personal services po, 28,449,426 pesos annually po for a third.
Annually,
Yes, sir.
including yung mga building na yan. Ng
Sa
office.
building wala pa, sir.
Wala pa.
That is
So
only per
magkano to
personal.
put that to building?
Sa building.
Oo. Personal services lang yan, no? Yung 28,449,000. MOE mo is 1,460,000. Tama? Capital outlay, 52 million. Ako na sumagot para sa iyo.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay.
Base, sir, sa approved GAA for the past 3 years, meron po tayong 3,441,854 po.
No, sa lahat yung sinasabi mo?
No, yung ano po, yung request, yung mga...
No, I'm just asking per district na itong
wala
kinikita
po
natin na
sa...
bago. Wala ka pa?
kaming konkretong ano, sir.
Wala pa?
Yes, sir.
Wala pa?
Kasi depende po yan.
More or less?
Yes, sir.
Mga magkano? More or less? Sige, go ahead, Director. Are you direct? Please state your name.
Yeah, Alex Bote po from Department of Public Works and Highways.
Okay.
Actually po, sir, we have depende po sa size nung ipapagawa po natin. Pero ang rough estimate po natin ranging from around 50,000 per square meter, sir.
50,000 per
Yeah.
square
And-
meter.
And typically, for example, if we're talking of 1,050 square meter, we're looking of around 52 million, sir.
52 million.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So 52 million plus Personal services, MOE, 1 million. So 52 plus 82, parang ganon. So 100 something, 30 million.
Mr. Chair, around
Create
80,
a new
80 plus,
engineering.
Mr. Chair. Around 80, Mr. Chair. 28 plus 52, around 80. Plus MMOE po 1.6, ranging from around 80 million, Mr. Chair.
Okay lang. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Senator Bato and Senator Padilla. Dalawang makisig natin, Senador. Mga gusto nyo magsalita, magbigay na konti. Pare ko eh. Okay lang, okay lang. Okay? So more or less, mga 130 million.
Mr. Chair, around 52 million po dun sa building. And then for the third class, we're talking of around 28 million, Mr.
What
Chair.
about for the second class?
Second
The
class,
first class?
Mr. Chair, second class is 36 million. For the
36.
first class, we're talking of 45 million, Mr. Chair.
Okay, ulit.
For the third class, ang bali budget po natin that we need is 28.449 million, Mr.
Second
Chair.
class.
For the second class, we're talking of 36.011 million.
36 million.
And for the first class, 45.245 million, Mr. Chair.
Okay. All right. So, isa-isahin na natin itong ating pending bills. So, it seems na kakayanin naman, easy yan sa bawat distrito. No, Congressman Momo. Let us hear first from the representative, Congressman Mariño of the province of Batangas for House Bill number 907. Congressman Mariño, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Senators Bato and Padilla, my dear colleagues. Senator, ang distrito po namin ay sa Batangas City. Now, very busy po yung aming distrito. We have about 318,000 population, but during the day, maabot po yan ng mga 500,000. Tapos kami rin po yung dinadaanan ng mga trucks and the volume na pumupunta sa aming port, tumatawid going south. So, meron pong mga findings, halimbawa na lang po, kulang po yung halimbawa yung road network. But the busy, yung pong busiest na highways, ay nandoon po nakakoncentrate sa city. So, kailangan po talaga namin, Senator Chairman, ng sariling distrito para ma-manage po namin yung traffic and the volume. And hindi naman po sa pagmamalaki, yung pong aming distrito ngayon na award po na top 3 district sa buong Pilipinas. Kung may sarili po kaming distrito, baka naging top 2 po kami o top 1. Kaya po hinihiling po namin, Chairman, sana ma-approve po ninyo yung mga hiling, hindi lang po yung sa akin, pati po yung sa aking mga kasamahan, dahil gusto rin naman po namin talaga mag-improve yung aming mga distrito. Hindi po siya mag-improve kung hindi po natin, ang maganda po dito, we are preparing for the possibility na madagdagan yung aming road network. And
Okay.
doon po sa, meron na pong road network, nakaplano na po.
Considered first class
Yes,
Say-
we are component city,
component.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay. DPWH considered first, first class, second class, or third class, yung kay sa Batangas? Second class? Second class?
Yes, sir, Mr.
Okay. Wala man ako naririnig na objection dito sa dalawang katabi ko. So, approved na yan.
Mr. Chair,
All right. Yes.
klaruhin lang natin na
Ano to? Omnibus approval na kagad natin without hearing their, Pwede ako doon.
dapat gano'n, Mr. Chair.
Hindi, pakinggan lang natin konti-konti para baka sabihin na yun, baka tayo, Well, okay. So let's hear, ito kay, of course, the chairman of the Committee on Public Works, Congressman Momo, for House Bill number 1147 for the province of Isabela. Yung
Mr.
probinsya
Chairman.
ng aking nanay. Ito ba, is this your, kanino to? Kay Ino. Okay, akala ko. Sige, go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, in the absence of the author, I would like to manifest or to move that the explanatory notes attached to this House bill be considered as his sponsorship sponsorship message.
Okay.
And I would like to add, Mr. Chairman, that when this will be approved, this is a second-class district engineering office. And the total amount to be spent initially for PS, it's about 38 million, and then for building, it is 52 million. A total of about 90 million will be invested by the government in the creation of this district. However, I would say safely that the investment of the government is more than to the advantage of the people in the area. Dahil medyo malayo ho ito sa existing
I
district.
agree with you.
So kailangan ho may madala natin yung serbisyo nearer to the people who deserves our service more than
Okay.
anything else.
All right. So thank you, Congressman Momo. Let's hear from Representative Garcia from the province of Bataan for House Bill number 7539. You are now recognized, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and Senator Padilla and Senator De La Rosa. Congressman Garcia po from 3rd District of Bataan. By virtue of Republic Act 11553, Bataan was appropriated into 3 districts. So the 3rd District is a newly created district. It is compliant with the national road length, land area, and population. And siguro further, Mr. Chair, I would just like to manifest that the province of Bataan is a key contributor to regional and national growth and development. So the establishment and creation of the 3rd District Engineering Office is very vital for the services to be brought to the people and services to be brought to both the region and nation. Thank you po, Mr. Chair.
Wait. Any objection from the DPWH? Wala naman, di ba? O, approved na yun. All right, next. Okay, for House Bill number 7553, let us recognize Representative Dujali of province of Davao del Norte. Duhali ba to? Duhali.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, Bong
Okay,
Revilla.
Congressman.
Good afternoon, Senator Bato de la Rosa and Senator Robin Padilla. District 2, Davao del Norte, Alan Aldo Duhali.
Duhali. All right.
Yeah. The explanatory note of my proposed bill will serve as my sponsorship speech.
Okay.
Gusto ko rin i-remind yung committee na yung district ko kasama yung 2 cities, Samal Island and Panabo City. Yan lang po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Hearing no objection, approve. Let's proceed to our next agenda. Okay, for House Bill number 7645, Representative Roque from the province of Bukidnon. You are now recognized.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Oh,
Chair.
yes. Oh, dyan ka pala.
Good afternoon,
Yes, ma'am.
Senator
afternoon
Bong
po.
Revilla. Good afternoon, Senator Bato de la Rosa. And good afternoon, Senator Robin Padilla. And also to my fellow members in the House of Representatives and our resource persons. Good afternoon to all of you. It is my honor and privilege to sponsor House Bill 7645, otherwise known as the Act creating a District Engineering Office in the 4th Legislative District of the Province of Bukidnon and appropriating funds therefore. In the interest of time, Mr. Chair, I am adopting the contents of my explanatory note as my sponsorship speech when I filed this bill in the House of Representatives, originally numbered as House Bill 476. Furthermore, I would like to emphasize that this is the 4th time that this House Bill has been filed in Congress.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
4th time.
4th time na po.
Don't worry,
This same,
papasa ka na ngayon.
this same legislative measure has been filed and refiled during the 16th, 17th, and 18th Congresses, and it has been approved on the 3rd and final reading in the House of Representatives in the aforementioned previous Congresses. I believe that it is now ripe to be enacted into law. Mr. Chair, it is worthy to note also that the Department of Public Works and Highways have found this House Bill to be meritorious, as it had complied with all requirements as far as the department is concerned. Lastly, I would like to express my sincerest gratitude to the Honorable Chair and the members of the committee, as well as my colleagues in the House of Representatives and the Department of Public Works and Highways for your collective and prompt action prior to this House bill's consideration in this honorable committee.
So this is your third attempt or fourth attempt?
Fourth na po.
Fourth attempt.
Yes
Okay.
po.
With the two gentlemen beside me, sigurado approve na to. Okay.
Salamat po. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Hearing no objection, approve. Okay, House Bill number 7647. Let us recognize Representative Acharon of the City of General Santos.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Senator Bong Revilla, and Senator Bato, Senator Robin Padilla, and my colleagues in the House of Representatives. I represent the Lone District of General Santos by virtue of a Republic Act. I forgot the number exactly. But creating Jensen, a highly urbanized home to your fellow colleague, Senator Manny Pacquiao, and also home to your tuna industry in the country.
That's right.
So we have a population of around 697,000.
Wow.
And a national road length of 445 kilometers, and a land area of 504 square kilometers. So from the perspective of the figures that I have mentioned to this committee, I believe we have fully complied with the department order as to the parameters in establishing a engineering district. So I therefore ask the committee to the chairman to please approve without thinking our legislative measure. Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone.
Hearing no objection, approve. Okay, for House Bill number 7648 for the province of Batangas, who's going to sponsor it? Okay, si Attorney Liwag of Congressman from the office of
Magandang hapon
Congressman
po sa inyo,
Recto.
Honorable Chairman, Senator Bato, and Boss Senator Robin. Ang position po dito ni Congressman na ngayon po ay humingi ng paumanhin because he's presently preoccupied by the budget.
Ay, hindi,
deliberation.
kailangan namin siya dito.
Anyway,
I'm just
we are
joking.
similarly situated with the district of Congressman Mariño. Lipa City is a very vibrant city in the province of Batangas. We have around 380,000 population. So, kailangan po talaga namin ng separate district. So, yun lang po ang aming masasabi dito. Maraming salamat po.
Okay, hearing no objection, approve. Our next, House Bill number 7768 for the province of Bulacan. Who's going to sponsor it?
Mr. Chair,
Oh, ikaw.
Senator Bato de la
Mabibigay.
Rosa, Senator Robin, good afternoon to all the members of the committee and guests. And
State your name. State your name.
Congressman Revilla, Vice Chairman Public Works. In behalf of Representative Silverio of Bulacan, I would like to manifest for the sponsorship speech to be adopted. And I would like to add that the municipality of San Rafael, being one of the largest municipalities in the province of Bulacan, is strategically located. While a large area remains agricultural and industry, many urban areas have been transformed as commercial areas that facilitate trade and commerce and play host to government and private educational institutions. A number of areas can also be potential economic zones. Thus, if a third DEO is established in one of the towns, preferably in the municipality of San Rafael, efficiently and maximum productivity will be enhanced. The 4 towns of the 3rd district will then not be left out of the effective service delivery given its size. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and we would like to thank you in advance for the passage of this bill. Thank you.
Thank you ka pa. Yeah. I guess. Hearing no objection, approve. For House Bill number Tama ba to? 7769. Let us recognize Representative Defensor for the province of Iloilo.
Thank you,
Congressman,
Chair.
you're now recognized.
Thank you. I am pleased to inform your honors that the Department of Public Works has found this bill to be meritorious, considering that the minimum road length required is 100 kilometers. And currently, the Engineering District Office is servicing 357 kilometers, 181 kilometers under my district, and 176 kilometers under the 4th District. Thank you also in advance for approving this bill, Your Honors. And we are honored to be working with you this afternoon. Thank you. Chair.
Okay. Thank you very much, Congressman. Hearing no objection, approved. Okay. For House Bill number 7770 for the province of Aklan. Who's going to sponsor it?
Again, Mr. Chairman,
Okay,
I
Congressman
would like
Momo.
to move that the explanatory notes attached to the bill be considered
Okay,
as the
adopted.
sponsorship message. Yeah.
Yes.
That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, approve. Yan, lakas mo eh. For House Bill number 7933 for the province of Rizal, Congressman Momo, please proceed.
Mr. Chair,
Oh, Congressman Revilla.
this bill seeks to create a separate DO in the city of Antipolo, which shall be known as the third Rizal DO, amending for the purpose RA number 8793, an act upgrading the Rizal sub-DO into a regular DO to be known as the Rizal First Engineering District and appropriating funds thereof. It shall have jurisdiction over infrastructure and public works in the 16 composite barangays of the city, divided into 8 barangays of each legislative district. It will free the current Rizal First District Engineering District from the burden of stretching its limited resources to provide for the ever-growing public works needs of the city of Antipolo, as well as facilitate a more focused response to the developmental requirements of the city. So therefore, we move, Mr. Chair.
Okay, hearing no objection, approve. Okay, for House Bill number 7934, for the city of Lapu-Lapu. Who's going to
Mr. Chair,
present? Okay, Congressman Jolo.
it is imperative that a separate and dedicated DO be created for the city of Lapu-Lapu. Through this, it is hoped that the important functions of the DPWH in terms of planning, design, construction, and maintenance of infrastructure, especially the national highways, flood control, and water resources development systems, and other public works will be carried out more promptly and efficiently, Mr. Chair. So move.
Okay, approve. Okay, for House Bill number 8133, let us recognize Representative Garcia of Davao City.
Thank you,
Congressman.
Mr. Chairman. And good afternoon to all. Senator Bong Revilla, Senator Bato, Senator Robin, and good afternoon to everyone as well. May I just make a few comments, Mr. Chairman? Mr. Chairman, may
Yes,
I be
Judge.
allowed to make a few comments?
You're
Well,
recognized.
I remember during the last Congress, DPWH also has the same comments to the
Okay.
effect that
So what
this
is the
bill,
comment
both
of the
first district and the
DPWH?
second district would not reach the required number of, at least a minimum number of 100 kilometers. So I remember because during last Congress's
Okay,
hearing,
any
he
comment
objected.
from the DPWH
But
regarding
this
that?
time, Mr. Chairman, I was prepared. So in fact, 2 weeks ago, I requested the City Council of Davao to fast track the approval of the conversion because it mentioned here that if will allow me, I will.
But
read their
before
comment.
saying that, Congressman, it's already been approved. So that's all you have to say. Just thank you, Senator.
Well, just the same,
I
I
have to thank
wanted-
these two gentlemen beside me.
just wanted to put it on record that both districts will still have the minimum number of 100 kilometers because during the administration of
Okay.
former President Duterte, we had a lot of bypass roads that were built.
Ah,
So
okay.
now we are in the process of converting them to national roads.
Sige. We'll
Thank
take
you.
note of that.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Ah,
Okay, Senator Robin.
Apo, Ginoong Tagapangulo, akin pong iminumungkahi na maapruban ang mga panukala galing sa malaking kapulungan at ang mga panukala galing po sa mataas na kapulungan.
Ayun.
Mr. Chair, may I move for the approval of House Bills number 907, 1147, 7539, 7553, 7645, 7647, 7648, 7768, 7769, 7770, 7933, 7934, 8133 in consideration of Senate Bills number 2160 at 2274.
Ayun.
I second the motion, Mr. Chairman.
Ayan. So walang tumututol para maaprubahan ang ating new engineering district. So congratulations, Congressman. Thank you. So kami nang bahalang magdepensa nito sa floor.
Mr. Chair, we would like to ask for a few minutes suspension for the House contingent to have a
Oh, yeah.
photo-ops with the senators.
Sige, sige.
Thank you,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Okay, 1 minute suspension. Lakas mo ah. Hearing resume. Okay, let's now proceed to our next agenda. Andiyan pa ba yung DPWH?
Bilib ako sa DPW, walang kinontra si Boy.
Wala eh. Okay, would like to thank all our congressmen, no? Thank you for attending our hearing today. Okay, mahalaga itong ating topic today, no? Ito yung isa pa rin, ano? Itong rainwater harvesting. Akmang-akma sa mga nakaraang ulan, pati na rin sa banta ng tagtuyot na nagdudulot ng kakulangan na supply ng tubig. Bunsod ng climate change. So, okay, DPWH, what are your comments on these pending measures?
Honorable Senator, sir, Honorable Chair. Actually, Mr. Chair, we already submitted the comment and position of the DPWH. Such, the Department of Public Works and Highways fully supports the Committee on Public Works effort to pass the proposed Senate bill, Mr. Chair. Although, we have some suggestions po and for adoption po, possible adoption po nung bill. It was clearly stated naman po, Mr. Chair, doon sa August 2, 2023 that was submitted in the committee, in the Honorable Committee, Mr. Chair.
May existing projects ba tayo related dito sa rainwater harvesting na ang DPWH, meron ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Do you have the list na kung ano to?
We can, if you will allow, Mr. Chair, we can submit to the Honorable Committee all the list of various projects po na about the rainwater collection, Mr. Chair. But as a matter of example, maybe Ma'am Maid Rosario, who is the head of this effort, Mr. Chair, can have some manifestation.
Yes, Ma'am Rosemary. Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Chair,
I'm
and
sorry.
to Senator Bato and Padilla, in the DPWH po, in compliance to the Clean Water Act, we have a project that is called Rainwater Collector System, which we have been implementing since 2012. As of second quarter of 2023, we have already constructed 23,726 units. And we have under construction of 1,770 using the GAA 2023, Mr. Chair.
Ma'am, ano example ng mga ginagawa ng
Rainwater collector system are those
ito ba yung mga drums ba to?
drums po. We have here the use of steel tank.
How big?
That would
Mga gaano po kalaki yan?
Yes, but that would have a capacity of 6,000 liters.
6,000 liters.
Yes po. And we also have a plastic tank.
Okay.
Plastic tank, cylindrical tank, vertical tank, or in horizontal tank. And we also have the reinforced concrete ground storage tank. Ito ho yung mga simento. So that would have a capacity of 8,000 liters. The cost for the steel tank, Mr. Chair, is 150,000 each, while the plastic tank would range from 40,000 to 135, and we have the concrete, reinforced concrete ground storage tank, which will cost a much higher cost from 100 to 254,000, Mr. Chair.
In 2024 po, magkano ang nakalaan na budget dito?
For 2024 NEP, Mr. Chair, we have 681,000,600
Oh, laki.
for NEP.
So saan nyo po dinidistribute yung mga yan?
To beneficiaries such as for year 2023, Your Honor, our beneficiaries are the public schools. And
Public schools. Can we inspect those
Elementary
public school at nandun yung mga yan?
Yes po, Your
Nandun
Honor.
po yan. Saan po yan? Can you give us the list?
We have a list, Mr. Chair, we can give you this report from the DPWH.
681 million.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Senator.
Ma'am, since so far, sabi mo, marami na kayo nagawa, pero To be honest, wala akong nakita pa. Kaya please educate me kung ano ang forma niyan. Pareho ba yun sa ginagawa namin noon nung maliit pa ako, bahay namin na yung, yung sa bubong, lagyan lang ng sandayong, tapos
Yes.
diretso may tangke. Parang ganun bang koleksyon ng water? Yan?
Here are some examples, sir, Senator. We could give you a copy. Can you please give a copy?
Can you give us a copy of that?
Para may idea kami.
Tatlo.
Meron ba tayong big screen? Pwede ba ilagay yan doon? Meron bang nakaano? Or...
Yes, we have soft
Oo.
copies, Mr. Chair.
Pero
kung pwede kami mag-ano.
687 million ang budget pala nila dyan. Is this yearly na budget?
Mr. Chair,
Sa-
since 2016, we have started constructing it in public area, in public buildings.
Ito pa rin.
Yes po.
Saan to? Baknotan. So, identify dito o sa...
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Lahat po ng mga elementary schools na they requested from the DPWH for the construction of this kind of RWCS. Nagkakaroon kami ng, we survey the area and we look for a possible area where to put this RWCS. And if they pass it, our requirements, we download funds to the regional offices, and then the regional offices will download it to the district engineering offices, and the district engineering offices will have a MOA together with the
Okay.
principal of the school po. Opo. The pictures that we're showing to you right now, Your Honors, are the actual pictures of our projects.
So, how do you maintain this harvesting?
The school heads and the school staff will maintain it po.
Sila na magme-maintain.
Opo. We have a MOA together with the principal of that school po, that they
Okay.
will maintain it.
Can you also give us a copy of that MOA?
Oh, yes,
Para...
Your Honor.
Ano mga more or less nakalagay doon sa MOA?
Something like, we will be transferring the funds to them, and they will be the one who will construct it, or the DPWH will construct it. And
project completion.
after the project completion, we will be giving them the responsibility to maintain it,
To maintain it.
turn over the project po.
Wala namang pondo yung mga eskwelahan na yan for them to maintain.
Para,
So,
simple
Water harvesting.
maintenance lang po naman, Your Honor. Kasi there's no need to, parang linisin lang nila.
lilinisin
Yeah.
lang, that's it.
Yeah, and then they could make use, these are mostly, Your Honor, for the,
Mga stainless ito,
domestic.
no?
It is plastic, stainless, or concrete po. Yun sinabi ko kanina na tatlong klase.
Okay. So, last
They can make use of that for domestic uses, Your Honor. Pwedeng pang sa CR nila for flushing, for gardening, for panglinis ng buildings nila po.
So, can you give us also the list, yung mga gumagana at sira?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, complete details, no? In your experience, effective po ba ito or helpful? Ano po ang ano?
In some areas which I have visited po, yung mga principals na pinupunta namin, palagi yung pine-praise kami, maganda itong project ninyo. But in some, yung pinuntahan ko sa may bandang Mindanao, Cotabato, yung isa hindi na ginagamit. It's because parang wala naman daw silang ulan. Something, yung mga ganun na mga situation.
Mr. Chair.
Very good.
Ma'am, per your experience, ma'am, yung project na ito, yung MOA nyo between the schools, di ba?
Opo.
Pwede rin ba makinabang yung mga surrounding community ng school na yan? Kasi may mga barangay doon na wala talagang tubig. Depende na yan sa management ng school kung papayag sila
Opo.
na maka-avail ng tubig yung mga kapitbahay.
Opo.
Ay, may mga ganyang eskwelahan doon sa amin na wala talagang tubig, pati yung mga surrounding na bahay.
Your Honor, meron ho kaming tinatawag na rural water supply na projects din ho. Even our target po here is not only public schools, but in the past years, we have targeted, one of the beneficiaries are public markets, public
Okay.
buildings po. ang iba namin na naging beneficiaries po.
So ang school sa public
For this,
schools
yes po.
and then public market,
And
marami na kayo
buildings.
nabigyan din sa mga public
Yes
market
po,
yan.
we have less than that because we have started our project since 2013 po. We started it sa public buildings, tapos lumaki ho yung coverage namin, dinagdag namin ng public markets, and then now, the past 5 years, we have already expanded our coverage to public schools.
With the itong aming panukalang batas, what's your comment about this?
We fully support the passage of this bill. If we only have 101%, we are supporting it 101% because they are targeting commercial buildings, commercial establishments, and private subdivisions here po eh.
Kung ibababa natin siya sa barangay level, anong tingin niyo?
Mas they need it
How
po.
will it work?
But there are some limitations of this po kasi if we go to the rural areas and then kung individual household po parang mahirap po kasi there are some to have a communal dapat po. Communal source, one in barangay buildings.
In barangay buildings. So, kasi base doon sa ginagamit namin ito sa yung mga minention ko kanina na mga ibang bansa, ginagawa na nila ito. So, kung gagawin natin dito sa Pilipinas, malaking bagay talaga because of baka malaking kabawasan ba yung sa baha,
Yes, Your
Pag
Honor.
minsan kailangan na tayo ng tubig, pwede itong panghugas din ng sasakyan. Imbis na gamitin mo yung sa gripo mo na ito, yung sa tubig ulan na, panghugas ng sasakyan. So maraming bagay na pwedeng mapagamitan tayo dito. So, yun, kung meron pa kayong mga suggestions about this measure para magkatulungan tayo paano natin magaganda. Anyway, we will be creating a technical working group on this. So, pag-usapan nyo na lang kung paano natin mapasasaayos pa at mapaganda yung batas.
Yes, sir. May Mr.
Go ahead,
Chair.
go ahead.
Actually, Mr. Chair, with this, for example, ito pong bill natin, ito pong bill na pinag-uusapan natin, may chance po rito na pag naging batas na po ito, magkakaroon po tayo, might be, kasi quite standard lang po yung mga design natin. May mga chance po magkaroon tayo ng konting innovation because of the power of this law, Mr. Chair.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Kasi katulad nung dengue, sinasabi nila sa mga stagnant water, anong proposal ninyo para hindi pasukin ng lamok at pagbahaya ng mga lamok yan? Na pwede rin. Minsan, laking problema din yan pag yung dengue din, di ba? So, paano ginagawa nyo doon? Pagdating sa health issue naman yan, but still, part of it.
Actually, Your Honor, we have not gone to that step. But what we are proposing right now is something like a water treatment facility that would treat the stock water to drinkable or potable water.
Maybe we can ask the DNR. Anong comment nila about it? DOST. DNR muna, sige.
Yes, good afternoon po, Your Honor. Yung isa pong, as I went through po the proposed bill kanina, I think one of the main concerns that would fall under the purview of the DNR, specifically the Mines and Census Bureau, is with with the quality of the water po that we are storing, because we have laboratories po in our bureau which deal with water quality, and I see the concern po for ensuring that the water will be treated so that it will be fit for human consumption. So, but given po the limits of the capacity of the MGB to conduct water analysis on a bigger scale, if this is going to become a reality, then either we need to expand the capacity of the MGB to conduct this water analysis, or we can expand it to include probably private laboratories, sir, Your Honor.
Yung ganito, hindi pwede inumin yan no? Hindi.
Not yet, sir. Aside from physical filtration, it needs to undergo chemical treatment po, sir, to make it potable.
Mr. Chair,
Your Honor.
Good.
alam mo, lumaki ako, yan ang iniinom namin Hanggang graduate ako ng high school, from tubig galing sa ulan kasi wala kaming water system doon sa amin sa Barangay Bato. So, Kuha lang kami. Diretso kami inom.
Opo, sir.
Sa unang Diyos, buhay man kami.
Opo, sir.
Hindi man kami.
Perhaps,
Hindi man kami namatay.
Perhaps, sir, we need to apply this on a case-to-case basis because po, sir, yung hindi po pare-pareho ang water, ang quality ng water sa lahat ng mga lugar eh. There have been papers published abroad which mention that the quality of the water depends in part on the material of the harvesting system, and then the other external factors. Just to cite hypothetical example, if the rooftops from which we are harvesting water attract yung organisms and animals, if it has a lot of input of organic input, then that has to be factored into treating the water to make it potable, Your Honor.
Like leptospirosis or yung mga ganun.
Among other things. Pero
Ganun.
a more immediate example would be bird droppings, halimbawa.
Wrappings,
Mr. Chairman, napakasimple lang kasi ang buhay noon.
mm,
Siguro, kung walang masyadong mga sasakyan na tumatakbo sa kalsada,
Tama.
yung pollution sa air, pag umulan, malinis ang tubig. Ngayon, pag umulan, yung tubig medyo, yung dahil sa pollution sa air, nakukuha yan sa tubig, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor, I think it would be safe to assume that the quality of the water harvested in rural areas would be different from the quality of the water harvested in urban areas.
mm.
Opo, sir.
Yes, Senator Padilla.
Ginoong tagapangulo, mabanggit ko lang po. Ito pong ganitong klase, dahil matagal po akong tumira sa Australia, 10 taon po ako doon. Practice na po ito. Sa Australia, talagang pag umuulan, parang kasama na sa bubong yun. Pumupunta yung pagpunta ng ulan, bababa yun, meron kang reservoir sa ilalim mo. Yun na yung pang-ugas mo ng kotse, yun na yung pang-dilig mo ng halaman, kasi laging may drought dun eh. Bawal yun. Magka ginamit mo yung tubig na galing sa tap water, pinangdilig mo, pwede kang kasuhan.
Okay.
Pero mapakaganda po sana ito kung i-practice ng lahat. Kasi ewan ko ba, buhay pa yung lolo ko, problema na yung tubig eh. Sana po no, makatulong ito ng malaki sa atin.
Mm. As mentioned kanina sa dito sa mga like Australia, Japan, South Korea, Singapore, India, China, and Brazil. So pinapractice na nila ito. Because of the climate change, kailangan paghandaan na natin talaga. So mahirap yung saka kung kailan huli na, saka tayo gagalaw, too late, no? So that's why pag-aralan natin mabuti kung paano natin to mapaghandaan at kung magkanong budget na kakailanganin at kung sino ba talaga yung gagalaw dito. Is it the DPWH? Is it the DNR? Or the LGUs? So, yun ang natin. Sa DOST, ano pong comment nyo dito?
Yes, good afternoon, Senator Revilla, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Padilla. Just like DPWH and DNR, we fully support this bill, and we have been also proactive, just like the two other agencies. For our part, since we fund projects on research and development, we have funded a project on SWIM, SWIM, which means Smart Water Infrastructure Management, and the implementing agency is the Isabela State University. And rainwater harvesting system or infrastructure is one of the components of this program. So in Kawayan City, which is one of the smart cities we have been establishing and developing, we have appropriated 78 million since years back, and we have created sample rainwater infrastructure in Kawayan City. For example, you can imagine a big balde, just like a two-story big house, maybe a size of this, which would consist of 500,000 gallons of water to recharge yung surface water during dry season. Ngayon, maulan. So it's just like what had been said by Senator Padilla, nasa bubong po yan ng mga government buildings so that hindi masasayang ang ating tubig. Totoo po na tayo daw mga Pilipino, according to the Israeli ambassador, masyado tayong magastos sa tubig. Sa paliligo na lang natin 3 beses yata isang araw. Samantalang sila tipid na tipid, miski sa pagdidilig ng kanilang mga halaman sa kalye, they use drip water system, yung kailangan lang ng halaman. Samantalang tayo maglilinis ng kotse, ilang balde na yung nasasayang. So aside from establishing infrastructures, maybe changing the mindset of Filipinos would help us really conserve water. So we fully support this bill po in the name of our DOST Secretary Solidum and my direct boss, Yusek Sancho Maborang. Salamat po.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Kasi ano talaga mga Pilipino, malinis talaga eh. Malinis tayo mga Pilipino, 3 beses talaga maligo, sabi nga eh. Pag sa sobrang init, totoo yan. Yes,
Mr. Chair,
Senator
yung,
Bato.
siguro, yung iba, pwedeng i-compromise
Oo.
ng Pinoy. Pero yung pagligo,
Hindi talaga
sa Pinoy yan, dahil dyan lang tayo mayabang na
Mabango
sa lahat
tayo
ng-
eh.
o sa mundo tayo pinakamabango dahil mahilig tayo maligo. Tingnan mo Israeli. Well, hindi ko wala kung sinasabi ha, pero amuyin mo yung ibang tao dyan, ibang bansa, mas malayo tayong mabango dahil sa tubig. Pero yung iba, pwede na yung pagbigyan. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So, yun. Meron pa ba tayong gustong ano? Okay. Ginagamit ba natin yung rainwater harvesting facilities para doon sa ating irrigation? O yan, sa Bureau of Soils and Water Management.
Yes, Mr. Chair. But before I go into that, let me just allow me to please read the position paper of the Department of Agriculture and the Bureau of Soils.
Keep it short po.
We support the general intent of the proposed bill and pose no objection on this passage. We suggest that only one bills be passed for rainwater harvesting facilities, regardless of its purpose, be it residential, commercial, or for agricultural purposes. Just to inform this honorable committee, the Department of Agriculture already issued a memorandum circular number 25 series of 2021, accelerating the implementation of rainwater harvesting facilities to improve agricultural productivity. This document specifically identifies the roles and responsibilities of the BSWM, DA regional field offices, and LGUs in the implementation of these water harvesting facilities for agricultural purposes. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Kanina nabanggit natin yung presyo ng mga ginagamit nating yung mga drums ng mga 40,000 per piece, tama po ba yan? Yung isang plastic
Yes,
or
Your Honor.
stainless?
40,000 to 120 for the plastic.
Okay, kung gagawin natin, i-implement natin to sa mga magkano kaya ang abutin natin ito? Pag nagbahay-bahay na tayo nito sa residential. Ganun.
Individual household po.
Oo, naisip niyo bang ganon na gagawin o paano natin sisimulan ito? Anyway,
Mga 20,000. Depende ho sa drum na gagamitin nila.
Depende.
So yung mga drums po.
Ginoong Pangulo, baka po pwede nating maging kapartner ang LGU dahil doon po sa Australia dati, kasama na po yun sa building, pag magpapagawa ka ng bahay,
Building permit.
kasama na dapat may plano yung
Building
bahay
permit.
mo na may ganito. Tapos meron po siyang ibibigay yung lokal na pamahalaan nila na parang incentive sa'yo pag meron kang ganito. Siguro doon po sa mga kababayan natin medyo wala naman po silang sagot niyo po yun, sagot ng gobyerno. Pero yung meron, siguro po dapat isama sa building nila, pagkuha ng building permit.
magagawa natin yan yung mga bagong gagawin ng mga buildings, di ba? Siguro at least isasama natin dito sa gagawin nating batas na ito. So, yun.
Mr.
Senator
Chair.
Bato?
Siguro, mas maganda kung i-input natin soon sa planning paggawa nitong batas na ito, yung yung mapping ng mga barangay na wala talagang source ng tubig at yun ang i-priority natin, parang pilot area, pilot project area, yung mga barangay na nangangailangan talaga ng tubig sa ngayon. Dahil pag ito, introduce mo kagad doon sa mga lugar na sagana ang tubig, hindi kagad papansinin ng mga taga doon yan eh. Hindi man namin kailangan yan. Sobra-sobra tubig namin dito. Yung mga utak ng mga tao, di ba? Pero kung i-introduce mo ito sa mga barangay na talaga matagal nang naghihikaw sa tubig, click na click ito na siguradong susuportahan ito ng mga LGU. From the barangay level to munisipyo, susuportahan nila itong project na ito. So magkakaroon tayo ng mapping kung saan yung maganda, kulang.
Yeah, gawin ng master plan. So, require na natin lahat ng mga gagawin ng public schools. Na katulad ng ginagawa nyo ngayon, di ba? Naglalagay kayo sa mga eskwelahan. So ngayon, sa lahat ng mga gagawin mga bagong public schools, i-incorporate nyo na yun doon. No? Sama nyo na. Para, ano na. So yun yung mga sasama natin dito sa ating batas. And at the same time, no, yung, ano pa ba? Para, anyway, pag ano na lang yan sa technical working group ninyo, no? COMSEC at pag-aralan na mabuti para masala talaga natin. We will come up with a very good law na para maayos natin ito.
Yeah, Mr. Chair.
Pugoso?
Isa po sa mga naririnig kong mga during calamities, may disaster, yung evacuation centers po, wala silang tubig. So kung maipasasama siguro sa batas na ang mga evacuation centers magkaroon nitong mga ganitong system para meron na po sila talagang tubig na nakahanda. Opo.
Mr. Chair, can I add to that?
Take note of that.
Actually,
Right, ma'am.
Mr. Chair, one of our initiatives in the DPWH and Ways Forward namin is a future expansion of our beneficiaries to include this year for the 2024 GAA to include rural and barangay health facilities, mga government hospitals, and including yung mga evacuation centers po namin. That's our target beneficiaries for 2024.
For 2024. Magkano yung
po.
budget nyo for 2024?
681,600,000.
So, yun ang tatargetin nyo?
Yes
Yan.
po.
Okay.
Including for those public schools which has not been given.
Okay. Can you give us a
project.
list ng mga ano na po niyan? No? Para ma-ano natin, ha?
Opo.
Sige.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, Senator.
Yeah, thank you. Ma'am, pwede ba kami mag-recommend sa inyo ng
Yes po.
target beneficiaries?
Yes po.
Ang daming barangay doon sa amin na talagang walang tubig.
Mga elementary.
Baka elementary school.
Opo.
Oo, kawawa talaga yung mga kwan doon. Kailangan, baka pwede kami mag-submit sa iyo ng
Yes
kwan,
po.
ng mga lugar. Yung staff ko ma'am, palapitin ko sa iyo mamaya para
Opo.
communicate, ha?
Opo.
Meron palang
Submit
ganitong project, hindi ko ito alam eh. Hindi ko
Submit
alam.
lang ho ninyo sa district engineering offices namin.
Sige ma'am,
For this-
malaking tulong ito sa mga barangay doon na mga eskwelahan, may barangay hall na wala talagang tubig. So pwede doon ilagay, di ba?
Yes po.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. There are no other matters to be discussed. Baka you have any more comments? Okay. So again, sa TWG na lang tayo magkita-kita. So thank you very much for coming at maraming salamat po. Our hearing is now adjourned. Thank you.